street triples and stuff like that. I wasn't happy about it. Anyway, when I saw this colour when it came out, and a friend of mine works at a new Harley dealership here in Perth, Barracuda Silver, and I love the greys and silvers, so I pulled the trigger and bought it. So I bought a brand new one again, and I love this bike, absolutely love it. And yeah, so this is my canvas. Good thing about these, like I said before, is you can buy so many aftermarket parts and pieces, and you can actually make them such a good, you know, like a platform. There's so many different things you can put on these bikes. So yep, lots of different things you can put on these bikes, heaps. I can't wait for the other stuff to come through. Unlike you guys in the States, we don't have to winterize our bikes. We have pretty mild winters. There's no snow or stuff here. It gets cold, it gets wet. We have a lot of rain here. But we have mild winters nonetheless. Roadworks here with the virus on, they're doing roadworks everywhere. It's bloody killing me. I hate it. Yeah, so I'm just waiting to get all this stuff through, and bit by bit I'll add it on. I'm not going to do it all in one go, and if I had time off of work I would, but I'll do it over a few days. But I suppose I think the main thing for me on this bike, which I want that the Vance & Hines tuner. I'm really looking forward to that. I've seen guys with the auto churn or the preloaded maps. Looks like really good fun. And I've spoken to a few guys, and they do say it does make the bike run better, more performance, that kind of thing. So I can't wait. So hopefully this battery's still working. I don't know if it is. I can't tell. I have to look in the mirror. No, still going. Can't be much battery life left in it. So everyone's out for their Sunday drives and stuff today. Such beautiful weather. I mean, halfway through autumn. Not a cloud in the sky. Sunny Australia. It's not cold. About 23, 24 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so I've been sort of umming and ahhing about giving this a hard break-in or a standard break-in. And of all the bikes I've ever owned, other than the Harleys, they've always been like 1,000 Ks. Harleys, it's like 1,600 Ks. So I can't wait to get that Badlander seat. With these mid controls, I can't move around the seat, can't push go back far enough. To give you an idea, I'm about 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there. My legs are pretty straight. I would much prefer them to be sort of here. You see my feet down there, especially for the longer rides that I do. And with the Badlander seat, I can push back a bit further as well, so that'll come in before my forward controls do. I keep saying I want to give this bike a bit of stick, but I know I can't. Got to restrain myself for another, geez, probably another 1,300 Ks yet. And a shout out to all the mums out there too. It's Mother's Day here in Australia. The rest of the world won't be too far behind. One thing I've noticed with the tune they put on this bike, it's really not that good. I mean, it's good that it doesn't pop and fart and backfire on diesel, but I don't know if you can hear that. It's hard to keep a constant throttle. If I can hear that, it sort of misses quite a bit. It actually misses. So like if you want to go, say, just cruise along at say 50 kilometers an hour in third gear, the bike's literally going it's the fueling problem, and I don't think the tune they put in here is that good for it. So that's why another reason I want to get the Vance & Hines FP3. You can do what they call an auto tune. All you guys out there would know. You can put an auto tune on it, and the bike will tune itself as you ride. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with just a downloadable map, see how that goes once I get the other pipes, because I mean the other pipes are going to ride, this bike's going to ride differently with other pipes on them anyway. So we'll see how that goes, because I've checked on the demo, sort of when you can play with the FP3 app. Even on the demo they do have the Cobra speedsters. They do cater for high flow air filters, which I've got. There's no back in there. They've hardly took the back off of it. So I'm going to actually take it off and just see what type of air filter it is. If it's a scrubbing angle, I could just get another flat cover for it and just leave it exposed. But I'm really not keen on the really not that keen on the actual style of this round, like a fucking cake tin. On my other 1200 I had the screaming eagle, the big sucker, and it sort of came out and it went out and forward like that, which they look good, but they're pretty common now. I want something a bit different. Still seeing there, so yep, still got recording happening. Battery's lasting. Yeah, so I'm actually really loving this bike. So I'm yet to see really how much fuel range I'm getting out of this tank. The first tank, I got about 175 k's, and then the fuel light came on, but when I actually topped it up, it still had like 4 litres in it. So technically 4 litres is probably another 70 or 80 k's. So I'm umming about getting the different dash with these, where it's got like the taco across the top, and you get all the different colours, and you got everything digital down the bottom. I don't know if I could justify $500 for a dash just yet. Probably will, but at the moment I've already spent about $3,500 Australian dollars on stuff that I haven't even got yet. Easy peasy. On paper, they don't have a lot of horsepower, these things, but they got some lot of torque, which I love. I just love the torque. Horsepower does nothing for me. horsepower is all top end speed. Another guy I've been following in America who's just bought himself the vivid black one with the new red, white and blue American sort of plate colours on there. There's Road Rash. I subscribed to him today, he subscribed to me. We all have the same bikes. He loves his bike. He was so happy. I think I was happy for him. He picked the bike up and he was riding it and he was laughing and carrying on, and I thought, good on you, buddy. Well, we're all in the same group. This is such good bikes. And for my type of riding, that's all I need. I don't need no big ass touring bike. So shout out to you too, Road Rash HD. If you do watch this vlog. And a shout out to Carl in Connecticut. He does really informative videos. Really good content. Just gotta take it easy. I keep forgetting myself and wanting to give it a good old squirt. Stay within the braking parameters. Come on, what are you doing? Still recording. It's not bad for only sort of like 50% battery. I'm actually quite surprised I'm able to ride today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand up straight afterwards. I suffer from sciatica on my lower back and did something to it on Thursday last week. Don't know what I did, but it didn't come out too good. So I've been sort of a bit sort of chair and couch ridden for the last 2 or 3 days, just so I wouldn't aggravate it. I'm actually riding okay. It's not sort of pinging the back too much. So there's a fair few people out today taking advantage of this sunshine. I'm actually going to do something different here. I've never been down this road, and yet I see a lot of traffic coming in and out of it, so I'm going to go down it, see where it goes. Lots of little wee bits. Jigsaw, Wellington Street. You know, I'm going to go right here. I know Wellington Street. just riding in general. And enjoying my bike, my new bike. Trying to clock up some Ks on it. I have absolutely no idea where I am, but this is how you find streets, I guess. Miranda Ave. So I'm going to go left here. I know exactly where I am. Cool. So I do know another way around places now. Oh, another thing I'm going to look at getting for this too, from experience on my last iron at about 140 kilometers an hour. Yes, at 140 kilometers an hour. The front end's going to get a bit sketchy on these because they're a narrow glide front end. So I'm going to get a super brace fork brace, and from all accounts and reviews they make a hell of a difference. Apparently they make a huge difference. So I've looked at the super brace ones, they make them for these now. Harley don't, which spins me out. You would think of all the manufacturers that Harley would actually make one for their own bike, but they don't. Which is a bit stupid, really. So super brace make them. I'm going to get a super brace. Apparently, by reading a lot of reviews, people are really happy with them. They strengthen the front end up, they steer better, they handle better, they don't get that wobble, they don't get all that shaking and wobbling around. Like a lot of other, the Harleys do get, the dreaded death wobble. So I just want to get a brace for that, to stop that. Yeah, so my last bike, as I was saying, I always get sidetracked, sorry about that, on my other bike, my other Iron 1200.